The reason that people don't like Melly's hunter design is not because it's bad or ugly, it's just boring. People are just getting tired of the pattern of behavior of these skinny legend hunters looking worse and worse. If you look at all the skinny hunter designs independently, maybe besides Qist, they are good designs. I like these hunters, but they don't exist in a vacuum. They exist in the context of the entire game and all of the hunters that released before and after them. I'm tired of being able to pick apart these designs and being able to see which design element came from a previously released hunter. But NetEase isn't completely to blame. It's 90% of the blame, but not all of it. Whenever we get an actual, uniquely designed hunter with a good silhouette, like Goatman and Peddler, IDV users just complain and call them fucking ugly because I don't know the difference between a good design and being conventionally attractive. If some of the older hunter designs were released right now, everyone would just fucking hate on them like Soul Weaver, Clerk, Nightmare, Breaking Wheel, and more. These are all gorgeous designs with a good amount of original design elements and good silhouettes. And I'm extra annoyed because it's not like we're getting lazy Survivor designs too. The new Survivors are a good example. Amanda's eyes and her top hat separate her from other Survivors. Efron is fucking bald. Archer and Fair Lady and Florian and every single Survivor released before them have unique designs that separate them from every other one, while still sticking to the same two base models. So you'd think that when given the freedom to use any body type for hunters, that they'd fucking be unique, but they're not. Now back to Hunter Melly's design. This is just an attractive woman. I know being attractive is a part of her lore and how she can finally be taken seriously and show her beauty while in the manor, but you can be pretty and scary at the same time. She only has 3 bug elements on her design. Let's go from top to bottom. What the hell are these? What is this piddly excuse for bee antenna? These white, floppy antenna make her look like a pathetic, wet cat. She looks so much more intimidating if she had a big, angular bee antenna. The bug eyes? Good. I'm actually glad they aren't black like actual bees because we have so many hunters with pitch black eyes, and the yellow honey helps make them more obviously bug eyes. However, her mouth. Why is she just wearing black lipstick? No bee mandibles? No fangs? Not even some basic jaw segmentation? I'll get to the bug exoskeleton segmentation after this, but you really didn't do anything to her mouth to make it more scary. Nothing. She still would have been pretty if you did something fucked up with her mouth. Back to the bug segmentation. Where is it? Why is it only on a wrist? A wrist. One wrist. Why does only one wrist have it? They even opened up her shirt to show her chest and did nothing with it. It is literally the perfect place to show how strange her bug skin would be, and it's just regular skin. Maybe it'll be more obvious on her model, but at this point, it's sad. I'm not counting this as a single instance of bug segmentation as a bug element because it's barely there, and I'm also not counting her having sharp nails because almost every hunter has them at this point, and they don't really have anything to do with bugs. One of her teasers literally show bug arms, and they just do nothing with it. To her arms in general, why is there only one pair of arms? This design would have been fine if not a little boring if they had at least put a second pair of arms. It would have done so much for her silhouette, but they just didn't do it. To her trench coat, why is it so boring? This is not Melly's coat. This is just some random green tattered up trench coat. They took away so many of the details. They took her tie, her waist belt, her patches, and possibly her buttons too, but it's hard to tell from this render. I could do without the tie because its bright colors might make her look silly, but taking literally everything else, it is just a big area of nothing, which works well on Ivy's design because she has lots of detail on her upper half, so it's balanced. But it doesn't work for Melly because she barely has anything up there anyway. Survivor Melly looks like she's wearing pinstripe slacks, and on her hunter design, she's wearing pinstripe leggings. Does NetEase know your clothes don't have to be skin tight to be attractive? I know these are minor things, but they keep adding up to a boring design. Also, they took her fucking shoes and replaced it with nothing at all. No bug limbs, no bug segmentation, no nothing. Did they just not want to remodel her shoes? Maybe it'll be explained in the story, but why did they take her shoes? They had 3 to 4 years to make a more detailed, unique design, and they just didn't. This design fits more with the older hunters with simpler designs, but we are not in that era anymore. We have so many good hunter and survivor designs with good details and silhouettes that she just doesn't fit in anymore. And that one Ashes of Memory teaser, she has a bug arm, a whole ass bug arm, and in that one animation, she's just a tornado of bees, which is really cool and unique. But I think they didn't use that design because 1, it's kind of old, and 2, it looks really close to the other form of sangria. Others and I are so disappointed in this design, not because it's ugly. Once again, if we looked at it by itself with no context from other hunters, it's a good character design. But because it exists in the context of other IDV characters and the whole game, it's not a good IDV character design. If you like this design, you won. You are happy and you are doing better than us that don't like it. There was so much built up hype, and for what? I was originally going to compare how each of the skinny hunter designs are getting worse, but I think I've yapped enough. Hewist. I did forget to talk about her bee wings, but I really don't have any complaints about them. They're bee wings. They look good. That's like one of the few things they did good about this design. Anyway, bye-bye.